EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. Touchdown Saints.
That flew good.
Right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays
get all the fluke shit in the first quarter. Right on, and then get all the fluke shit out the way, dog.
First down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Passing, it's Dalton. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon now from his end zone. At the 22.
Maybe just have to go for headshots.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Kick off the time. For a touchdown. Let's start again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Another intercept.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Now he'll escape to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton flushed out right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
I keep getting outside of that.
They're getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. But he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation. 2
of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dalton. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal.
Out of that first call.
And it brings up 3rd.
Come on, stop. Let's just get a stop. Even holding the 3 is a kind of boy. Right you on the freaking 12. If we could get this dummy to be a dummy. If we could get this dummy to be a dummy. Stupid, dog. Took you the whole quarter to figure that out.
Nothing. I was talking.
Hey, giving that fucked up stepdad advice you be giving, huh?
Come on, man.
Look at the fuck.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
I don't remember, dog.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21.
We about to see a hell of a comeback. Hell of a comeback.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it
starting
off.
right here.
And no return on this one as the fair
right
catch
here.
is signaled for and taken.
It's a lot of foolish shit. Starting right here. So black.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team.
You know, he going forward, just out of gang tackle, it's the black ass. Come on, we all right. We all right.
If they hope to get back into this game. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Fuck out that button to get down, huh?
Let's face it, that sack on 2nd down took about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he
Go
did,
right
but
here,
not
get
enough.
the ball back, score again. We all right.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed
blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
7-4.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Man, you do anything stupid, we gonna score.
and 10 for Dalton. Forced out to
That
his
rock,
left.
man.
It's a loss of 2
That
there,
fucking
bringing
rock.
up second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Flavor.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
All I need y'all to do is hold it.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Damn.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts. After the big play, inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
That's a fucking kick
and they'll begin
time.
inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Dalton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically.
Yeah, you
and they
want
took
to.
that opportunity right there to
You
be
want
extremely
to.
physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
One play at a time, team. One play at a time.
The Packers set to get the football
I think your
first, and they are
dumbass trying to
trailing on
kick
the
off.
scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd
Let's go,
quarter.
team.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's take one play. We done got a few. We need a play to get us going.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Come on, what the hell?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On play action. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all.
Still in the game.
They've been stuck all game long.
Get down there, throw a fucking pick. Get down there, throw a pick. The last 2 supposed to be fucking 21-14, dog.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, This one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
25. We can't even win with the 3 touchdowns and extra point shit. Fudge. And a 2-point conversion shit. Something like this. Play strong, bro. No fucking with McCall. We shot ourselves in the foot.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A 10th carry for Kamara. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping.
Right now, I think it's the offensive line. Get this 3rd and 25.
Again, we are right there about to break a big one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Dalton.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Mm. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, After we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
To try again after the sack, Rodgers eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. A good pickup there of 22. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward.
And
yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Crosby with the extra point, and now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Fumble.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
My bad. Took your help, though.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one.
Bro, don't even belong on that side.
Like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
can't even get it, huh?
Man, send it. Talking about some man, get him again.
It was, I spoke it.
Fuck kickoff. Gotta play smarter, dog. This dude ain't no 30 points better than me. Sad ass Big T boy. That's funny. That's what you wanna call it. I don't deserve no cookies. We're gonna get some cookies, though. I don't deserve cookies that you little nigga bully you like that, dog. Get your 4 cookies. Get ready to play a better game than last game.
Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns.
4 cookies.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
You gotta affect the quarterback, yo. Got in New Orleans?
I don't know where it was. We just keep talking about it.
Looking to throw right away is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 58 yards. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
From the red zone now, Watson. It's caught by Bryant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 2. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And
get
boy,
it.
he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Oh, bad shot, bro.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Steps away. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
They should have called his man for fucking running into my fucking other dude. I guess that was the tackle that jumped there. That must have been his stupid ass. I wonder who the fuck that was that blocked your nigga, your dude.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Let me get rid of it.
As he throws there,
Let me get rid of it. Should have been an easy 1-2 step. He beat Rashawn Slater like a drum. Rashawn Slater ate or something. Come on, man.
And short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line.
Oreos, good. I'm going to be shitty tomorrow eating these Oreos. Oreos was pretty good. Put that up. Put that up. Gumbo don't fill you up, but it be good, but it don't fill you up, though.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket,
throwing that
motherfucker
together.
Run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks that can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Watson looks to throw again. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football.
As still land it out
on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
first and 10 is Spiller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play?
I usually don't do this.
About whether they take a good first step
You've been balling though.
Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they control the block.
Good catch, Mike. Staying in the end zone.
To give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that
wow, you got a score right there, Keenan.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And the ball on to 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Get up, boy.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Herbert off of play action. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert flushed out right. This is caught, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Look like you shouldn't have pissed me off, Sheriff.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Eluding the pressure right. Williams brings it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3. Not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got his man, it's Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, a give to Spiller.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Throws it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy
game,
right there.
Justin Herbert, but I had a clean game going.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing left sideline complete. It's Hudson. And all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's an effing lineman, bro.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one
catching that bitch like Keith Jackson.
The defense is definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Come
We hear
on.
them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that we might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
He shouldn't pick up the damn ball.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Browns. Harrison Bryant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Fighting, aren't you?
By York is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Shit. Just slow mo thought, saving my energy for one more. I got one more in me to bust your ass.
York ready.
Conserving that energy, dog. Nah, from that same shit. I was gonna punch on you regardless. Come on, I gave myself up and he tackled me, ref. Come on.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over.
Had to make it
seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they pitch it to Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And they take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't
Nip
it?
that shit in the bud.
That just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Nip that shit in the bud. Let you tell it. Let you tell it, Jerf. We want the Saints.
Maybe the outcome of this one, Charles,
We want the Saints, though.
Time runs out of the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
Bro, you gonna send anybody or what?
Man, you gotta relax. You gotta relax. I'm about to send it though. My game move a little slow. My internet be working. See, bro, you gonna send the invite or what? Stupid bitch ass. I hope you get the Saints. What I hope.
Look, dog, I just look at that. You get the
Cool. That cool with me.
Go Yanks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints
And the Washington Commanders.
What we got, Danny?
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Where the chicken and get down. Trick his dumb ass and get down. I just need one solid game. Solid game. Solid game from everybody across the board. You ready, bum?
Rock. Ready. Get me ready. Let me try. The ball all over fucking shit.
On play action, Wentz steps away to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Paulson and
He
Debo
put his black helmets on. Stupid
3
ass.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking left side.
Run over him.
Thomas.
Run over him, dog. Kind of looking all confused. He won't put his back.
Difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the
Kind of time we on.
interior of this D-line,
Kind of time we on.
chops on 3rd and short, and yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wentz. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Wentz. But he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious.
2 seconds.
The beauty, though, this is happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Come on, man.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles.
So I'm come get that arm out there on the gotcha. Gotcha, little bitch. Gotcha, little bitch.
We got two. Right here, 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Over here, we got somewhere to go be right.
24-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
An incomplete pass on
inches.
Second down leads us to 3rd
Let's
and
go
inches. On play action, it's Wentz.
Come on, bro.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
You sad bitch.
Able to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They fake the give. Now Wentz rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz out to his left. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They find some open field here, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
First and goal from the 3. They'll run with Robinson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders use the early
go crazy. Go crazy. Let's go.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
I learned that on YouTube. He's trying to learn it too.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Don't let him break it.
This to the 22.
Don't let him break it. Keep it up. Keep it up. We big, tall, physical. Big, tall, physical. Let's go. We know what's coming. We know what's coming. That's why. That's why.
They start the drive on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
We see that. It's run.
You
know Jerv.
Sports.
You know Jerv's got her ass. It's run.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Chase Young, you got to make a play, dog.
Play action now. Dalton. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton, escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Olave. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
I guess if they're going to make it seem like he dragged that second foot. He fucking.
Dalton, first and 10.
What you doing?
It's incomplete.
25. What you doing? That's it.
But this defense gets 2 more
Lunch me.
They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. This will be Dalton again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage.
Come on, man, one play.
The defense throws at him.
Get this fucking tragedy medal. Take your 3 now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at third and 10. Andy Dalton. Flushed out right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz.
Plan working.
And they are on the board with still trailing. It's 7-3.
Got one more black for the night, dog. Gonna be a long
With
night.
3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
I'm glad you think so, son.
Out
Glad
there
you
set
think
ready
so.
for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something,
miss
I'm
one.
going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wentz on the bootleg. This is caught by Robinson. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Of that pressure, Wicks.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do
Way to
his
throw it
thing.
in the
And they
midst
got
of
it
that
out to him
pressure.
on
We
the
see
right
him moving
side, and he did
Cam
exactly
Jordan
that.
around.
Excellent run after the catch.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Not fast.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd
like
and
8
3.
or something, you know what I mean? You look bad like
Again,
that.
it's Kamara. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing.
I say punt it not, dog, before you make a mistake.
You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with the man.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Right. Don't say I ain't warn you. Don't say I ain't warn you, bro.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And getting this.
Come on, man. He's supposed to fumble that. We got a double fucking whammy on him.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive,
Chase
we're
Young.
do this little bit of math here.
I ain't heard your name all day.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
No reason for that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton dancing to his left. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Get that fumble. I just don't mind running in circles.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And Dalton to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed.
How the tight end catch me? I never know, dog.
Extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
That tackle for loss earned by Alontae Taylor.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Wentz. Rolling to his right. And Thomas has it. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Nothing stupid. We got 3 points lined up. You hear me? Don't going for the 6. Don't fuck the 3 up.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
I don't know, pussy.
Gonna throw.
Man, well, for sure, pussy. For sure, pussy. Cause shit, that's PJ Williams. Phone number. Let's go. Let's go. Phone PJ.
9-yard touchdown there. And the
Chase.
Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of
Big
the
bye.
half.
Way to put it up there, Wentz. Way to hold that thing, Thomas. Way to hold that thing like a loaf of bread. Like your mama sent you to the store. Let's go. We owe them bitches. We owe them bitches. He ain't gonna need. He did that shit where he scored. He was up 28-7. He scored at 35. Got disrespect for us. We gonna remember. We gonna beat that nigga up and kick him at the end. Yeah, we gonna throw him. Beat his big teeth ass up and kick him. Ooh, kick him. Ain't you the one that ran the kick back? Bop. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, it's added though. He could give us another one. He could give us another one.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Oh, that was
They're
it.
not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left.
All that for 3.
A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Take your 3 now. Don't mess your 3 up, Jefferson. What's this guy?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Like, I don't know. This guy.
The final act of the first half. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
So long 1 second clock, people.
1 second remaining in the first half.
So long 1 second, dog.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters
Good tackle.
down, 2
Good
remain.
freaking
Charles
tackle.
and I return
That's a big
after the
difference.
break. Welcome Charles and I
It's a big
settled into the
difference.
booth
Good
ready
tackle. Let
for
that one.
quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus
Hail Mary, bro. Full of grace. Come on.
So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense.
Ain't even looking downfield, just throwing that thing up. Come on, man.
Got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dalton gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
He was bobbling it.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy
He
of the
bobbling
30
that
before
shit.
he's out of bounds. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Kamara up the middle.
Mr. Tackle.
He'll go down at the 28.
Mr. Tackle.
Get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to
Hold
someone
him
with
clear.
vision,
Get him
and
clear
good
again.
footwork,
Get him clear
and
again.
handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Okay, you clear again, Jeff. I want to say thank you. Not rude enough.
1st and 10 for Dalton.
You don't get the 3 there.
Escaping the pressure right. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
About to take it from the dumbass. He about to throw it to the wrong man. Let's go. Andy Dalton, man.
Dalton sets up play action. Forced out to his left.
There we go. There we go. Told you. Told you.
Time tonight, he's
Told you.
intercepted.
About to throw it to the wrong man.
There as his guys will get the football back.
About to throw it to the wrong man. Let's go.
Why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers
Not wide
already.
open,
And we
sir.
still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is going to
I
lose
can't
yardage
just
here.
shutting my little play down because it's Cam over there, huh?
Got him. Now they struggled to get him rolling
On
on the
the other
ground in the
side.
first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the
Bad
linebacker,
play.
Demario Davis. And the Saints are gonna take possession of
play.
the
He just
football.
come up and
And
talk
they'll take
that thing.
possession already in the red zone. And
Give
a great
up the
spot
3.
to add
We
points
alright.
to the
Give up the
scoreboard.
3.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down,
Play
but in
5-5.
a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage
Play
of it there.
5-5.
Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
2 yards on the
Good
pickup
play,
there. It'll be
5-5.
2nd and 8. Passing. It's Dalton. Flushed out right. Now he's hit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Dalton lost the football.
Oh, yeah. Go, big
And
boy.
it's
Go,
Washington
big boy.
that
Go,
scoops
big
it
boy.
out. He's hit the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Defense. That's what we do. Get it right back for the team.
They're going to feel
Get
horrible.
it right back for the
But the
team.
team that was on defense, maybe we got to get a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Robinson on a give right side, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different
going
plays.
up against a nice D, dog.
Essence of the running game.
On second down and 4, Wentz flush to his right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Appreciate it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, there's first and 10 at the 18. Heineke's going to hold on to it.
Back it up. Just back it up. Come on, Heineke. Big girl. Just back it up.
No gain there as
just
he
back
kept it
it
himself
up.
at second down. Well, for that
Big
being
girl.
an option,
Dang, dog.
too many options available
just
for
back
him.
it up.
No, there weren't.
That's a big girl. Back it up.
So they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly
Wobble,
right.
want you, wobble, want you, wobble, want you, wobble, want you, wobble, want you. Get him.
Being chased out left. And he's going to lose yardage here.
Take the 2. You can say him, take the 2. That's because you snuck back in there, dog. It's nothing. Nobody ain't scored, so it ain't bad. Take the 2.
As we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. He'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field.
All y'all gotta do is chip him a little bit, dog.
Sly able to put
Get a little
this
chip on his white ass. And we'll be all right.
17-6. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Time to put that heat pep on, dog. End of the game. Send y'all night.
On the field, ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Dalton. He gets it to Thomas. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 35 yards. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Robinson up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They got the Mario Davis just wrecking fucking shot. Come on, bro.
Bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Try, you dirty bastard.
That kicks all the way into the
You
end zone.
dirty bastard. Fudge.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Dalton. Olave holds it in. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Caught on the slant. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run here with Ingram. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
You gotta take that last.
The Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Dalton.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
That's not gonna hurt. It's still a good pick.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes.
He's got a man, complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Slye. This from long, very long range.
He missed it.
And just barely missing it wide to the right. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Yeah, Brandon,
oh
that's
my
a tough
God.
distance with the game on the line, because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50 plus, we know it's going to be difficult, and that would prove to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them.
That's what you said. There's something bad.
Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking
Come
about their respective
on.
sidelines,
Come on, dog. I gotta hit that.
and they'll indeed take
Something
it.
told me fucking make one more run just to get a yard
So
closer.
this one a victory here for New Orleans. And a
Good
little bit of a
game, though.
surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very
Wasn't no
unusual
close when you
because
said,
know
motherfucker. You got lucky, dog. Some of that bullshit. Goddamn close.